So Ryan came out to help me measure. We just need a rough idea of where the center lines are for where the trailer is going to sit. This will be the front corner of the narrow end. A little bit of space here just so that we can slope it off. And the center line runs down this way. My ability to draw a straight line with the paint can is not great, but whatever. So this stake represents the middle, very middle of the trailer. This is just marking it so that when Mr. Weems can come out, he'll know where we intend the trailer to be, and then he can sculpt this pad to match it. So this will be the other end of the trailer, corners there, the middle there, and corner there. So Mr. Weems should be able to figure out pretty close where we want the trailer to sit.
I wonder if those are two different species there. Look at the difference in color.
Oh, is that the horse nettle?
No, it's the ground choke cherries.
Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about the ground choke cherries.
I wonder if, I'm curious if these are a different variety because they're starting to turn reddish.
Yeah.
Opposed to these ones. These ones were the ones that we tried.
Right.
But I mean, the plants look almost the exact same. One's just slightly darker than the other. You're stepping on one of them.
Oops, I'm stepping on him. Yeah, I don't know. These are interesting though, the way that they fruit. This little husk thing opens up here. And there's a little berry on the inside. Is that one tasty? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that's got flavor. I think that plant is getting pretty close to being ready to harvest. Yeah, I was kind of messing with that one.
Yep, it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's a tasty tiny little fruit.
Probably has a little bit more flavor than the last one too.
Yeah. I don't know how you can tell if they're ripe or not from... We'll have to do a little research and see if anybody has ideas on it.
The discoloration on the bottom when the husk starts dying off.
Okay. Boy, those are tasty little things. Oh, I just want to eat them all now. What kind of...
Yeah, okay, it's saying the same ones. The long leaf ground cherries.
Long leaf ground cherry. See? Yeah. But one day, these guys and a whole bunch more like them will be transplanted up into a chosen area somewhere up in here. Once we get that all terraced and get some decent dirt backfilled into there. Those ground cherries are good. Yummy. After 3 days of rain, I didn't think it would be very dry out here, and I was right. You can see the soil's kind of dark. Lacey, stay up here, baby. Lacey, stay up here. It drains well, but it takes a while for it to dry off, so... Lacey, stay up here. So I guess I won't be doing any work with the tractor today. I brought the dogs along. So we'll go for a walk and see if there's any fruit up on the trees or anything else that might be interesting. Well, the trees do appear to be growing. These are beautiful, vibrant little purple flowers. They're the only good thing about the plant that they grow on, which is ironweed. The backhoe fell off its stump. Obviously all the weight is in the back. So we had this stump under here holding up the main part of the frame right under that plate that's there. Obviously it was not stable enough, so that'll make getting the thing back on the tractor a little bit more fun, but whatever, I'm not worried about it. It's fine where it sits. Back behind the backhoe is where our other little lemon tree is, and he seems to be doing all right. Here's a low-hanging black walnut. That's what they look like when they're still attached. Alright, it's late. I couldn't get away from work and the house until now. But I am going to spend a little bit of time figuring out exactly where the sawmill is going to go. Alright, let me try to give a little bit of context here. You can see where the shop is. We're looking downhill. On the other side of the shop is the road and the neighbors and all that stuff way out there. We're up at the top of our main pasture. We've got the trees back here and of course the hills behind them. This is one of the few places where I have relatively level ground. It's hard to see on the camera, but this all slopes up. Not a whole lot, but enough that I am not going to try to level that out with the tractor. But there is a short space here where I would have to move a minimum amount of dirt in this area here. So this is where I'm going to put it. Getting kind of dark out here, isn't it? There's a little ridge of stuff right there. That's all greenery that I just finished pulling up. So I'm just going to push that into the bush a little bit here. So today I was just using the box blade to strip the grass down and see if I could maybe pull some out. But this box blade has rippers on it. So what I'll do tomorrow is I will drop these down and they will dig into the soil a little bit and sort of start scraping up some of the topsoil and stuff like that. I'm going to drop these tines down. They're actually called scarifiers or scarifiers, I don't know. Because they scar the soil, maybe? Anyway. Let's start with going down one level. And we'll see what that does when we get out there. So I'll go down another notch. Well, that's as low as I can go. Hopefully it gets me in the ground a bit. Let me show you what's going on here. Somebody who knows what they're doing might laugh at me. There's probably an easier way to do this, but you can see down here that stuff gets all piled up on the tines. It doesn't want to seem to drop off even when I back up a little bit, so I'll just take a stick and clean it off. That's a good start. I had to take a little break, go put some fuel in the tractor. So what's going on here? There is a little bit of a slope that goes from this side upwards that way, so I'm trying to take some of that out. I'd like to get in closer to the trees, but I don't want to mess with their roots too terrible much. That's what I'm doing. Basically dragging all the dirt down to this end. Doesn't look like much, but there's more there than one might think. Well, I had to come back to get a charger for the phone, and then realized that we have squash bugs. Probably what has been killing off our zucchini. I think it's about impossible to save the plants at this point. It's something for us to know for next year though. We're going to have to make all of our squash related plants grow on a trellis or whatever so that we can keep a better eye on them. Hopefully keep the squash bugs off of them. Went and got the charger for the phone and did battle with some squash bugs in the garden. And already it's getting dark. Plus we have some rather large cumulus clouds rolling in. And they're moving this direction. So I think I'm just going to call her quits for tonight. And we'll try again another day.